Hello everyone, this is Andy and welcome to Remains of Edith Finch Part 3. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I have still have that weird feeling in my throat. So, where we left off, everyone?
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
I don't think she was like, I don't think that was it. I think she was more
But
worried
if she
about
never
everything.
told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Interesting. I might do this
I
the rest
don't
of
want
the
to
recording
make the
for
same
you guys.
mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
I might do this as a full hour recording for you guys, maybe.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
Well, you are starting to learn, I guess.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Yeah, I guess that, you know, like you basically believe in so much that comes true. I believe in that.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
You're writing something? What are you writing?
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Deep words. Deep words.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Yeah. It's a pretty interesting history if you have a family curse.
I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
I feel kind of lost, but not a lot.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Seems like it.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Any of it seems possible.
It does seem possible. Any of it does seem possible. If you ask me. Oh, there's is that Calvin? Yeah, that's Calvin Swing. Oh my goodness. Oh, there you go. Got a little stuck there. That's Calvin Swing. That's so sad. This is where Calvin died. That's so sad.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Yeah, it seems like it.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yeah, I lost a family member before, and I've lost a lot of pets.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Bet so. Shadow, Christopher. Oh, it's Christopher from Molly's room. I guess Christopher didn't laugh. Well, goldfish don't live that long anyways, but I guess he lived quite a while for a goldfish, I guess, 5 years.
3 of the gerbils
Oliver.
were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
That's common for a beginner. A beginner, it's really hard to do that stuff. Bailey, Bob, Oliver, Shanzi, Shadow, Christopher and Shadow again. Lucy, Daisy, Derpy, Junior, Derpy, Burpy, Chirpy, Blurpy, Lurpy, Zerpy, Zoe Coco, Daisy Tucker, Charlie. Oh, that's a cat though, but we actually had our original dog we ever had was named Charlie. He passed away a couple years ago. It's so sad, that reminds me so much of Charlie. It was a good dog. It was very naughty, but it was a
Sven
good
built
dog.
the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch, born December 11, 1937, died December 13, 1947. So, Calvin Finch, born April 25th, died September 23rd. Sven Finch, born July 17, 1915, died October 26, 1964. Edith Finch, born April 8th, 1917, died December 5th, 2010. Interesting. Walter Finch, born August 26, 1952, and died March. I guess I don't know what that is. I guess March 31st, 2005, and Barbara, October 31st, 1944, died October 31st, 1960. Did she literally born? Was she literally born on Halloween and die on Halloween? That's such a coincidence, I'd say. There's a Walter thing. This is really cool, actually. So there's a figure of Walter, you know, in the sunlight and all that. Oh, I'm stuck again. And Molly did die in December too, so she died like a couple. She literally died 2 days after her birthday too. That's so sad. She literally died 2 days after her birthday. It's so sad.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Yeah, I bet so.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Yeah, I can see that. There, I was trying to figure
Edie
it out
said she
at all.
dreamed about the old house every night.
I bet so. That's the old house, actually. The one that Odin moved over here. It's crazy. It's right next door. It's crazy. They weren't crazy about moving. 'Cause I was thinking they were crazy moving a boat
Edie's
across
side
the
was
water.
always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
I bet so.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Yeah, it's sad. There's Gerger that died a year, I guess. You know, it's sad. Sam died. Oh, it looks like Sam only lived up to 33 years old. That's sad. Does he? He died pretty young too. It's so sad. But yeah, I had a middle restriction, so we could play. Okay, you know,
She
play
lost
things
2 of her
and
brothers,
do stuff.
just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
I just know we just had to prove ourselves. I just know we had to prove that we were trustworthy to do
We
certain
never
things and we
found
could do
Norman's
it.
body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Yeah, that's sad that you know that you lost 2 of your brothers. It's really sad. Lewis and Milton. Because Milton was a painter, and this Lewis wanted to be some kind of king, I guess. It's not a Finch though, so I don't know who Sanjay Kumar is. This is a very interesting game
There's
so
so
far,
many
though.
things I wish I could ask my mom now.
Excuse me, sorry about that.
Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I bet so. There we go.
But looking back on it now,
This is interesting.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
Yeah, I can imagine.
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
That's why you were saying you were writing a journal? Oh my goodness. You're pregnant? You shouldn't do this. This is really dangerous. Why are you doing this? Oh boy, you're one, you know,
I never met Grandpa
Daredevil.
Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Yeah, I bet so.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Yeah, it seems like that. This is very interesting. There's Kay. Airline ticket. Kay's belongings, I guess. If she didn't take her belongings, that's sad. Wonder why she didn't take her belongings. Well, as long as you have enough, I think. As long as you don't overdo it, I'd say you should do that.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera.
Yeah,
I guess
so.
we're all afraid of something.
I guess so, yeah. I'm afraid of a lot of things, actually. This is crazy. This is very interesting.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
Interesting. There we go.
What?
Perfect.
This is crazy.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
This
That's
is
the
crazy.
spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
This is crazy.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
This is crazy.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll
That's
need to
crazy.
remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
This is crazy.
Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin.
This is crazy.
Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
This is crazy.
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
This is crazy.
I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Alright, where do I
Give me
go
a minute
now?
to check the map.
Oh, interesting.
Good eyes, Dawn.
This is crazy.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Oops.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
This is kind of scary.
Let me get behind you.
It's crazy.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
This is crazy.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Trying to get up there. Oh darn it. Controlling it. Oh darn it.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Trying to do this, but it's so hard. Oh darn it.
Hang on, kiddo. Just trying to get a shot of the two of us together.
There we go. I think I got the hang of the controls now. There we go.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
still...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh jeez. It's horrible.
Of all these
So
stories,
horrible.
that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
That's so horrible. So horrible. That's bad. That's just horrible. That's just so horrible. Losing your dad like that? Ugh. Apparently it was in, I guess Sam was in the military, I guess, but, he should have should have known something like an animal. I guess it's not military training or something like that, but it's just sad he died. I know my family was in the Navy, not in the military. Well, one of my later generations was in the military now, but for the most part, my family was in the Navy.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah, it seems like you guys lost a ton. It's so horrible. This is really nice. This looks nice and warm and cozy and straight up warm and cozy. It looks like it's so nice. Finch control. It's so funny. Instead of mission control, it's Finch control. It's pretty funny. If you ask me. So. There we go. And there are people, it looks like. Unsold. Race lag, 7:30 a.m. Breakfast, 8 a.m. Quiet time, 11 p.m. That's crazy. Duties. On and sleep, trash. Ungus, mop, mow, yard. Greg, be a baby. That's so cute. Routine. Jump rope, look. Jumping jacks, push-ups, crunchies, run to a nail, book, and back. It's a lot of things that your dad wants you to do. It's crazy. Emergency evacuation plan. That's crazy. Finch house. It's crazy. They have one of these. It's crazy. That's a lot of emergency evacuation. What room are we on? At no playing outside. House rules. No playing outside without permission. No answering door for strangers. No message. Messages after dark. All chores before dark. Respect others. Those are some good rules, but crazy rules. Good rules, I'd say. Gus's locker looks like. Dawn's locker looks like. Just took out most of her stuff. She put one of Sam's hats in there. It's crazy. Gregory didn't. I don't think Gregory did much of that with that. I guess.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
This is very interesting.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
This is crazy.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard. Before the
It's
day my
crazy.
brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
There we go. There we go. There's the words. It looks like I have to do this. This is what the controls are telling me to do, is do the words and all that. There we go.
My father made him come, of course.
There we
but
go.
Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
That's crazy. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're gonna get more
I
of
tried to
it.
talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
I now
remember.
pronounce you
That's
husband
crazy.
and wife. You may kiss the bride.
So crazy. Find the words again, don't I? Where are they? Where are the words? There's the family cemetery. Here's where Edith went from and all that. So I'm trying to find where to go. This is hard. There we go. There it is. It was a little camouflage for me.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Ooh, that's quite a gesture. Or learned the hard way not to do that kind of stuff. I rarely swear, and when I do, I'm always hard on myself for swearing, and I never do hand gestures or anything like that. It's
The wind
horrible.
picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
I recommend you guys don't do anything horrible with like language or those kind of gestures. Like, I got in so much trouble because of it, and I don't want any of you guys to get in trouble. I learned the hard way multiple times because of that.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
I bet so. There we go.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power.
I bet so.
But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
No. Ooh. Ah. There goes the thing. All that. This is crazy.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I
He
didn't.
died.
Until we found you.
It's so sad. Is this family curse real or something? Because there's so many deaths and they die so young usually. It's so sad. It's just crazy because I know
She never
the
told me
candy
about it,
curse, but
Mom told me once
No
if
one-
I
no
was
one
a
thinks
boy,
it's
they were
all
going to name me
speculation.
Gus.
that would have been cool if you were named Gus, Edith. But you weren't, but that's still been cool if you were named that.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
You do
At the
this.
time, it was as far away as she could get.
There we go.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about.
This is
but I think
crazy.
it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Yeah, I bet it did. That's what religion's for.
I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers.
Yeah, that sounds hard.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
This is crazy. That would be hard if you lost 2 brothers and then later in life you lost 2 sons. That sounds horrible. There we go. Try that. Try that one more time and let me do something crazy for you guys. Oh. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's do this one more time. I know she's pregnant and all that, but let's see. Whee! Whee! There we go. Hope you guys like that. Oh, there's another fifth right here. I didn't realize till now. Let's do that for you. Ooh, a doors contract. I hate this. I went through this.
Okay.
It's not fun.
Do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh?
Losing family members
when he
out,
thought he
loving,
was alone?
or, that don't love each other anymore.
Like-
It's horrible.
Something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Alright, trying to figure this out. Sorry about that. How would I do this? No, how does this work? I'm a little confused at the moment. Sorry about that. This is really confusing. Huh. Oh, there, I was just confused how to do that. Sorry about that. This is confusing out of control.
It's
time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
There we go. There we go. Oh, missed it. There we go. There we go. It's quite cheery music, if you ask me. Here we go. Oh no. There we go. Alright, the control. Where's the control? Oh, whoops. Whoops, didn't control it properly. Whoops. Whoops. I missed controller. Oopsies. There we go.
I know
There we
how
go.
silly it sounds.
Hope you guys enjoying this video, by the way.
But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Oh no. And I realize now what she's
Maybe if I
doing. She's
hadn't
leaving the
called
baby unattended, which is not smart. Should never leave a baby unattended. Just realize what she's doing. Is this how Gregory's gonna die? She left her baby unattended, which is not smart. Or another man, because I know the rule, that rule. Never leave it. Yep,
Left the world
Gregory's gonna die. That's so sad. So sad.
There's so much I don't understand.
So sad.
About everything.
Oops. Stuck. Oopsies. Oh, there you go. Is that controlling it?
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
So sad.
I'm sure he's happy.
It's so sad.
And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay.
Can't imagine the
Let's
guilt
see.
that she's in, that Kay's in. Can't imagine the guilt. I feel like anyone that lost a baby like that would have so much guilt on their hands. I feel like no one would not have guilt because of that. That sounds horrible. Losing any child would be horrible. I just don't know how I would cope if I lost a child like that. I just don't know I don't know how I would do if I lost more family members. Cause I already lost one. Don't want to lose any more family members, but that's just the way cookie crumbles, I guess. There we go. Let's go outside now.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
This is really
Louis was
alright.
born a year later.
This is crazy.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
I bet she didn't.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Yeah, this is good to see kids. What kind of person doesn't like kids?
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
see where else to go. This is a really nice view, though, if you ask me.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
That's good. Oh, Lewis. Lewis rules, of course. I've seen someone do this kind of thing before. That, that scribble on something kind of thing. Barbara, Gus, Molly, Sen, Olden, Gregory, Calvin, Sam, Edith, Lewis, Molly.
But it didn't last.
It's sad. What does it say though? Smartpedia. I think that was Edith's last bit of homework, I guess. Odin Finch. The Curse. History. Interesting. Myth. Reading is a hoot. It's funny. Multiplication. Tables. Analyze objectively. Never stop learning. Assume nothing. Respect criticism. Ask tough questions. Interesting. Oh, whoops, sorry about that. Great job. Awesome. Or family history. Fact or fiction. That's a good question to ask. ADE. Age. IL. MQ. RQ. BZ. Time method. That's the time method, alright. She made a book, it looks like. Dawn Masonry book, looks like. It's crazy. Relief efforts end in disaster. It's sad. There we go.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
That's awesome. I would love the castle. Who doesn't want a castle when they grow up? Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't love a castle? It's crazy.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
I bet so. It's really nice. He's really good. He was a really good painter. It's crazy. So the movement? Yeah, it looks like it. Go. More paintings. This is crazy. These are really interesting newspapers. Oh, flip book, awesome.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
This is crazy. Oh, there you go. Ooh, paintbrush. Ooh, meta. Meta. This is crazy. He went through a door, that's crazy.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
That's sad. You don't remember him that much then, I guess. You don't really remember Milton that much because he disappeared when you were so young. You don't remember your family members. That's so sad when you don't remember a family member, like you just died so young.
Mom
You were
spent
so young.
months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Yeah, if you have a family member that's so young and the person dies or disappears or an agent,
Whatever
they're not
Milton
gonna
had found
remember
in the
you that
house,
much, which is
Mom
sad.
didn't want it getting out.
I bet she doesn't want to get out of the house. It's a crazy thing to have to deal with, if you ask me. Oops. There we go.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
That's sad. You should never blame yourself for something you
After
didn't
he graduated,
have
he just
happen.
spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
It wasn't your fault that Milton disappeared, Lewis. You should never blame yourself.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
That's crazy. Oh, I forgot to do. I think I forgot to do Milton. Did I forget to do Milton's? I might have forgot to do Milton's. I'm gonna go back real quick and do Milton's real quick. Shouldn't forget about doing that, if you ask me. Only I did. Let me do that real quick.
After Milton disappeared,
Yeah, I didn't
the
do
only
it.
thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to leave behind, if you ask me. Crazy experience, the Finches, since they die at such crazy or young ages. Oh, I'm stuck. Don't know how to get through here now. Can I get through now? There you go. I was having trouble getting through, sorry about that. Sometimes I get stuck in the geometry, it feels like. I forgot if I did Lewis's already. Did I do Lewis's? Yeah, I did, alright. This is crazy, though. Such a sad fate for the Finches, though. They all die somehow, some way, shape, or form. It's so sad. There we go.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
That's crazy. I guess it was. I guess it's that. I guess I don't want to say it. I don't know if it's YouTube appropriate, but wow, he must have had a pet. That's crazy.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
I bet he did. That's crazy.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
I bet so. Like, it's always cool to remember where you came from and all that, I'd say. Because I love where I came from. I love my family and all that. I'm glad I came to this world with my family.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
That's crazy.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Alright. Ooh, this is quite a dangerous job, if you ask me. I don't like doing
He
dangerous
kept
jobs.
working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself.
Is he in a daydream?
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His
Yeah,
mind
daydream.
began to wander.
Should never daydream, especially at a job like this. I daydream
I asked him to describe
occasionally,
it.
but only every
He said he
few
started
seconds
small.
usually. I have a really minor daydream habit.
Imagining a labyrinth.
I daydream like for a few seconds, then I snap out of it. That's how it really works. It's crazy though, like imagining your own
He'd
world.
feel his way about.
Well, this is not world, but what, labyrinth? This is crazy. Labyrinth? Daydreaming on labyrinth? What's kind of scary that you get lost in it,
Then
but it's so
something
cool.
moved. Bats
Imagining bats now, it's crazy.
and toads.
Go. Whoops. Go. Sorry, it's hard to double tap. Sorry about that. Go. There we go. Sorry about the double tasking. It's not
And
easy for
things
me.
that have not names.
Go. Oops. There we go.
He knew it was all in his head.
There we go. There we go. Sorry about this. The double task, it's
He took
hard.
it very seriously.
Don't take daydreaming very seriously, Lewis. Daydream's not a safe game, especially in the job you're working at. It's a dangerous game, if you ask me.
I had hoped he'd find himself.
My daydream's not this extravagant, though.
But he found something more.
Oh, I daydream about, like, YouTubers and all that. I don't know if I daydream about my own world or anything like that.
I worried
love
about
that,
him
though.
then. daydreaming at the cannery.
Oops, messed up there. There we go. There we go. It's crazy, the daydream. Like this, it's not a safe game.
I spoke
though.
with his boss,
Go.
but he said Lewis had become a model employee.
There we go.
Methodical, tireless, focused.
Well, he is focused, it seems, but still dangerous to daydream at a job like this. Like, you should never daydream at a job like that. That's one with a E.
Like a whole new Lewis.
It's just dangerous thing.
So I let him go on.
At work, like, sometimes we had to move, not me, but like my coworkers had to move furniture, and that's a dangerous job, and they should never daydream in that kind of job. It's not dangerous to me. How
I
heavy
even
some of the dangerous
encouraged
can be.
It seemed very promising at first.
It's a crazy world. Now he's daydreaming more than just a lab room. It's crazy.
He told me
Whole
he'd
new
made
world.
a new friend.
Hey, a dog! Yay! Doesn't like dogs. No.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Of course, name it after yourself. It's clever. I don't know where I would name my own city or anything like that.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
There we go.
Then he made musicians.
There we go. Oops. Oops. Control control. There we
And
go.
songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
Oops, getting stuck. There we go. This is
And
really
he was
good music
always
though.
humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
That's crazy. There we go.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Crazy.
Then one day it struck him
Uh-oh.
that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination,
Well, that's gonna put himself right in there.
so he could do whatever he wished.
Yeah, that's a good way. I wish I could lucid dream because I know that's a thing you can do where you can control your dreams. I love that. I just don't know how to do it.
He
Dreaming,
held an
they didn't do it,
election
it's
for
like,
mayor.
There's a lot of work. You
And
have to
he
first know how the when you're dreaming, then I hear it like punching really hard. The lucid dream.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
Here, anyone can daydream on lucid dream, which basically control your dreams. That's a lot of work.
It
though, I
became a
heard.
game for him.
You know, you can do this now. Whoops.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
There we go.
New Louisville.
There we go. There we go.
St. Louis.
There we go.
He started drifting away from our reality.
That's crazy. When you drift away from your reality, that doesn't sound good to me.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
That's not good.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
So what were the...
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
There we go. I'll do this.
handsome queen.
Go. Whoops.
The
did
queen
the
was on
girly
her
way?
own quest for
There you go.
radiant rainbows.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. Oh, don't knock it down. Oh, I knocked down the rainbow by accident. Try not to knock down this rainbow this time. There we go. Oh, oops. Oh, knock down our rainbow. Do it. Yes, there you go.
He followed the sound of
See,
her
3 rainbows looks like.
silver harp.
Almost missed it. There we go.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
There we go.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
There we go. This is crazy.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oops. There we go. He has not much room to think anymore because he's daydreamed so badly. Should never daydream like this, like
But
especially
he was so
with the job he
proud of
has.
having created it.
Trying to do all this, it's just hard to do it all at once. There you go.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Oh boy. It's crazy.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Well, it's success. It's just probably not the success we were hoping for, Lewis. It's just the way it works.
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Because, you know, in a job I feel like success. As long as you maintain a living, it's success. But, just me.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told
That's
me.
crazy.
It was hard to argue with him.
Whoa. From the imaginary world to the real world. Oh boy. This is not good. I can already tell this is going to end badly.
He began to forget the world we know.
It's not good. Oh, his blocker, it looks like. So I do daydream here and there, but not this bad.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
I don't daydream this badly. I still focus pretty well at work. I do daydream sometimes at work, but it's more of a few seconds every, like, once in a while, like, kind of thing.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
I don't like daydreaming at work, but that's when this happens. Luckily, it's only a few seconds, though. It's crazy, though, that this... in the real world, I'm like, oh, I see the real Lewis, and we're the imaginary Lewis. This is not good.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
This is crazy.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Oh boy, we're leaving Cannery, looks like. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Oh, it's Molly! Cute. This is really good music, I love it. It's a cheery music. Cheery music, who doesn't like that?
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Oh boy, that doesn't sound good.
Bend down his head.
Oh no, the guillotine! Oh no! Do it, Lewis. Oh boy, I don't have a choice, do I? Bye bye, Lewis. Nice seeing you.
And the rest I think you
horrible.
know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
That's so sad. That's so darn sad. She should have done it the moment she saw that daydream. She should have done something at least.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Yeah, I bet he was. It's so sad. So darn sad. Can't imagine having to go through that, losing 2 brothers and all that, or any sibling for that matter. I just
On the way
can't
back
imagine
from
losing
Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
That's crazy. Oh, whoops, messed up there.
I wish we'd stayed.
Wow, there's a lot of Milton pictures right here. That's crazy. What's that over there? Don't know what that is at all, but oh well.
But I understand why we left.
This is crazy. It's just a metal frame, I guess, to prevent from over here.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
That's crazy. It's just sad that she left everything behind just to get away from the supposed curse, and I don't even think it sounds like she believes in it either. I guess Sanjay did die, that's sad. I guess she got his uniforms and all that. I guess it's all that she can remember him by the Statue of Relief and the uniform, I guess. I guess she doesn't have anything else to remember him by, which is sad. Not having much to remember your family members by is horrible.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
This is
Maybe
crazy.
it should have come sooner.
This is interesting. Such a crazy game so far.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Ooh, the Finch house right there, a tree. That resembles Calvin, looks like. It's crazy, and a couple other things up here, finches and everything right there. That's crazy. Oh, this is from Molly's room. Why is this here? New religion folklore hotels. It's crazy. So far, there's so many crazy things already happening. Wait a minute. These are what Lewis meant and saw. That's crazy. And this is like the shark and the seal from Molly. The deer, I guess, from Deer and the. I don't know what that one is actually. The deer coming through the door. I don't know what that one is. But then there's Gregory's frog. There's I guess Calvin's. Well, that's actually Milton. I guess that's or that's on the Calvin's hat. Milton sort of thing. I guess that's Lewis's. I guess that's what Lewis imagined himself. And then there's the soldiers and all that. Where are those and all this is crazy. All this happened in this one spot, and it's all imagined in this one spot, which is crazy because I guess he had made these and Lewis got inspiration from it, I'm guessing, or something. It's crazy. There we go. A lot of hints in that one room, it looks like. It was crazy to what the story was about. Still a little lost, but still a really good story. Really sad story, but still really good. Oh, I said there. Excuse me
The whole
again.
last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
This is crazy.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
That's crazy.
When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That's crazy. Oops.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
That's sad. This is crazy. And sad at the same time, if you ask me.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
That's crazy.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
That's crazy.
God, it smelled awful.
But it did.
Oh, I've seen that house every day of my life.
This is so crazy.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
This is crazy. Here, well, Edie.
I started seeing things.
That's crazy.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
This is crazy.
That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
This is crazy.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
This is not good. You should never fight with your parents. Never ends
I
well.
kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh no, that's so sad. So sad.
The next morning, the
Boy.
band came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Gone since she passed away.
After that,
So
we
sad.
moved around a lot.
There we go. Who doesn't like doing that
We
with
both
their
tried to
hands?
make the best of it. A few years
There
went
you go.
by.
This is crazy, y'all. You're shaking the thing. It's crazy.
My mom didn't like to talk about it,
What about? What did she not like to talk about?
but she started getting sick a lot.
Oh no!
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh no!
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Oh no! That's so sad.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
That's so sad.
Until I found out about you.
The baby?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Is her baby being born? Is this
This
what I'm
journal
playing,
was supposed to
being
be
born?
for you.
This is crazy. I guess your baby's
But
being
now I
born. It's
hope you'll
crazy.
never see
This
it.
is the area you don't want to talk about.
I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
So crazy.
But I guess if you're reading this now, Things didn't work out that way.
Oh, did Edith die? Did Edith really die?
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
She did die. That's so sad. Oh boy. So sad. I can't imagine being Mr. Sun's the last of her family now, I guess. Because I guess Edith, now I realize that Edith was the last of her family. She had no one left, and now the person has to deal with that burden. That's so horrible. I can't imagine being born with no family around you. That sounds horrible. That was a good game, though. I liked it. It taught you a lot of good life lessons. It taught you to, live your life to the fullest. Don't wait on something. Do it sooner rather than later. Like, do it sooner rather than later. That's a good life lesson. Also, it taught you to remember where you came from. Don't forget where you came from. It's a good life lesson. Always remember where you came from, and then don't do something later. Do it sooner. That's good lessons. That's what it taught me through gameplay. Hope you guys like that game. Sorry about the coughing throughout the gameplay experience, but hope you guys like that video. That was such a sad ending, though. That's so horrible. That will drain me for a while, I guess, because it's just so sad. I hope you guys liked that video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later. Hope you guys liked the video.